Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are we all doing? Whew. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. I'm fully recovered. Back to fighting fit, thankfully. I do thank you all for your well wishes. It greatly appreciated. It was nice to read the comments. Sorry, I'm using a what do you call it? A gimbal, and I'm trying to master it, but I'm getting there. Anyway, yeah, I'm over it. I'm back to fighting fit. So it's the video is long overdue. I'm going to read these off a bit of paper, but a big shout out to Penda, who's he's been there. Contact every day, and he's genuinely concerned. Little Timmy, Amori again, solid people. Ashley, how you doing? Joseph from Brazil, all the way from Brazil, watching the videos. I appreciate the comments, Joseph. Thank you. I don't know your name, Maritimer 902, I think it is. You'll have to jot your name down on the next comment. Logan, Julia, UK, Brian, Fermor. Brian, I'm sorry. I do apologise. I've had a lot going on, but I will send you some pictures, I promise. Andre, Big Dog, how you doing over in the States? Big Dan, Tree Fella Dan, Danny Z, Super Onion, don't know your first name. Kevin P, how you doing, Kev? Carlos from Brazil as well. Carlos, how you doing? Simon W, how you doing, Si? And Simon L. Coops, how could I forget Coops? Coops Carnivores, Brazil Exotics, and DK. Just a few names. Let's put that down there. If I forgot you, I do apologise. I will. Angie as well. Not forgetting Ange. But I will, as I'm walking around, come up with other names. So, without further ado, let's get the humidifier turned off and let's get into it. I'm sure there's a few things you haven't seen since the last video. Stuff's grown. So, let's have a look and see what we've got, shall we? Okay, by popular demand, meet Boris. Say hello, Boris. Boris is a Greek or Mediterranean spur-thighed tortoise. We've had him for 6 years, 7 years, and believe it or not, I rescued him. He was wedged in a 6-inch gap between two garages in the middle of winter. I did the decent thing. I took him to the vets to see if he was chipped, which he wasn't. I then went and knocked all the doors in the neighbourhood, consisting of about 20-25 houses, to see if they had lost a tortoise. I also put posts on Facebook and Instagram to see where he'd come from, and perhaps somebody was missing him, and nobody came forward. So he was rehomed with us, and he's been with us ever since. And he's an absolute character. He really is. He's got the run of the house. His vivarium is left open. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's a bit like a teenager. Gets up at dinner time, wanders around the house, getting into trouble, into mischief. But he's a funny little thing, and we love him dearly. So there you go. That's Boris. we'll perhaps add him and his exploits and his travels. We'll add a few into the videos if people want to see him. There you go, there's Boris. All right, okay. Whew. Right, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I have been doing a spot of tidying and a spot of weeding. All them big weeds there came from down the back of the Helianthora. Thistles and God knows all manner of stuff. So, oh, it's better, I've locked the tilt. Yeah, so look at the size of that thing. And a bit of trimming on the Helianthora side. So I'm still in the process of tidying up. Let's go down here and let's start from the bottom, shall we? Rob. Look at Rob. Let's just put out a new leaf. Working on a new picture there. I'm not 100% convinced, but there could well be a flower in there, because that there is way bigger than what it normally is. So I'm hoping there's a flower in there. Trunk, a fip, Eddie. This is one of two. Unfortunately, it's not got any stripes from the fip side of it anyway. It's very Edwardiana. Both pictures are the same. Lots of Edwardiana in that. But I'm not complaining. We've got the small lid syndrome on the Rob on that one, even though it's probably the biggest leaf that it's produced. For some reason it's got a habit of producing the odd small leaves, picture lids. So don't know why, but Spectabilis veitchii, this one's just going over. Luckily we've got a big one just coming in, and I've noticed as spring is coming, this is Rob Cantley Ibebedi. Quite a nice picture. That's going to be impressive when it gets bigger. Yeah, I have noticed as the weather has changed and we have got now spring has sprung, as they say. The greenhouse is now starting to come to life. Over winter, everything has just literally ground to a halt. At the moment, it's standby. It's 16°C in here at the moment, which is warm. Normally, come on, and get it together. There you go. Normally, in here, over winter in the daytime, it's been 12°C, 13°C, without heat. I have been running the diesel heater and just taking it up, keeping it up around 16, 17. But at night it's down to 10°C, well 9.9 to be exact. So it's getting chilly in here at night. So everything, as you can imagine, majority of things have just ground to a halt. There are one or two things that have just battled through and just kept going. But on a whole, the majority of stuff has just said, okay, we'll wait till warmer weather comes. Platy Bosch being one of those that has just kept going. This thing is a beast. It just does not stop. I have actually chopped it because it was all the way, it was literally towards the middle of the roof. I have chopped it and I've made a few cuttings. So there's a top cutting there. I've also made a cutting of VHIM cross platycoiler, the EP plant, and that is doing really well. Both those cuttings are doing really well. What else we got down here? Let's have a look. We've got a flower spike on single orner, Aristo single orner. And Will, good old Will, has sent me some pure Aristo pollen to put on that. So we're going to back cross that with Aristo and hopefully have some nice seeds. Speaking of seeds, let's have a look at how the, it's been a while since you've seen this, the platyburb flower spike. There it is. Those have grown a lot. I reckon probably about another month. Another month and they'll be ready. They'll be ready to come off. I have popped one just to see how far off they are, and the seed count is really good. Looking at probably 45 to 50 seeds per pod. So VHI Platy cross VHI Candy Dreams. That's a smaller picture than its last picture. There's his last picture, and this is a typical winter picture, I think. Slightly smaller leaves on everything. You're getting small leaves, small pictures. Exactly the same with the other one. Beautiful, gorgeous pictures, but this one slightly smaller than the picture before it. But it's just done a huge leaf jump, same as the other one there, huge leaf jump, and it looks like they've got big things to come. So well happy with that. This Boschiana densiflora avata, this is seed grown from Mark Griffin. It did flower. Unfortunately, I did pollinate it, but I think I was a little bit too late, and well, I don't know if it was the pollen being a bit duff or I was a little bit too late, but either way it failed miserably. I've also done a cutting of this. I've took a cutting off this top cutting because I've been waiting to get to basil, but it's refusing. It's not having none of it. So we've done the next best thing and took a cutting. And when this platyburb is ready and the seeds are ready off this, I'll take a top cutting off this because she's produced a nice basil down there, and I'll take just a top cutting, just probably down to around here, and when that roots, chances are it may flower again when it roots, as I've had a few do that, top cuttings wise. We got here, this is one of my biggest supernova. This is the Tom Bennett cross, and this one is showing dad's traits in the peristome. At least it's got mom's body, dad's peristome. What a fantastic plant. It's big leaf jump as well. That is a VHI to be proud of. Really chuffed with that plant, really chuffed. Moving along, Ericoides has decided to grace us with a lovely furry picture, furry leaf rather. And look at the hair on that. That is amazing. What a plant. What a plant. Moving across. What have we got? Eustacia tenuis. Please forgive me if I'm not moving it right. As I say, I'm still getting used to the controls. Yeah, Eustacia tenuis has gone mad. I think we've got 1, 2 basils in there. No, possibly. No, there's 2 basils, and she's vining. I was thinking about chopping it and making cuttings, but I want to see if it's going to flower at all. So I'll leave it a little longer and just see where it goes. I'm in no rush. We'll see what it does. VTI there, not quite sure which one that is till it pitches. That is Rob Truss Mariensis. Berkey Harry, looking good. This thing holds pictures forever. It really does. Really good good age on the pictures. I think these pictures have been on here since September. I think this one has been on at least 4 or 5 months. Really good picture age. What else have we got of interest across here? Ah, yes. The other day I was digging around in here looking for an orchid, which is down there, and as I was digging around I kind of knew this was in here. I'd put this in here. I've no idea what it is, no idea what it was. Let me zoom in a little. There we go. It was looking a bit sorry for itself when I put it in. So I plonked it in there, forgot about it, and it got overgrown by that mossy stuff. So while I'm digging around, I then realise, let's zoom in on this. Oh, it's got a picture. And I pull it out, and it's quite a toothy picture. And I'm not quite sure what it is. It's got teeth like Diabolica or Smilodon, but I don't think it's either of those. It could be Singolana Diabolica, and the picture just hasn't coloured up because it's been tucked away down there. But it is working on another picture there, so hopefully we'll get to deduce what it is we've got. So then, what's around here? We've got Ventricosa edwardiana. Let me zoom out a little. There we go. Vent Ed. This is it's a Wisterbur ventricosa, and the Edwardiana is Conan Edwardiana. Quite a nice plant, nice and toothy. What else we got down here? This is not that one, this one. No idea where this came from. It's Spat Spec Max Vici. No idea where it came from. I don't think, I could have grown it from seed, but I'm not sure where the seed came from. A bit of a stranger, that one, but it's growing well. It's growing well. It looks like it's going to be impressive. Vent porcelain has been put up here. It hates the light. Really does hate the light. I had it up the other end under reasonable light, and this is what happened. Put it up here. Since putting it up here, it's gone off like a bomb. We've got a Sibianensis flower, male. Looks like a pineapple. This is a Song of Melancholy cross Vici number 5, Loei Vici, Boschiana Burbigei. And this is one of several different variations of the same plant. Here's another one. Exactly the same plant, but the variation in seed grown. Niagara is all but finished flowering. I've managed to get a little bit of pollen out of that. A very interesting natural cross, hopefully going to be made with Simon Lum. We're looking to do Niagara Diabolica, which is a extremely rare natural cross, so fingers crossed on that. What we got here? Loei Miulu Ganong cross Fipiata. Lovely plant, really nice plant. Spat Loei. Great looking plant. We've got another Loei Fib there. Doing okay. This, let me come around here without tripping over. This is a Highland Vici Miulu, and amazingly it's, if you don't get you around there, put out not one, but 2 basils. I'm pretty surprised at that, to be fair. I wasn't expecting that. This is a Kinabalu Loei. I'm going to go down this side, on this side first, and then we'll come back up the other side. The little one is a Zumie, believe it or not, that I grew from seed. And the big one is Ulukalania. Ulukalania. That's it, I got it right. Loei Jack. This is a Paloenensis. I have got a big pal over there, which I'll show you in a bit, but this one is striped. Lovely pictures on this. So hopefully we'll see them soon. Over the back here, this is from Penda. This is Flava tenuis. Great little plant this. I really like this plant. It is a great little plant. Vigorous as well. I love the pictures. Look at that. Flava tenuis, fantastic. Over here we have got Tenuous Harry. It's looking quite toothy, and albeit it was a slow starter, it's now getting its act together. We've got a leaf jump. Yeah, just tipped the picture fluid all over me. Yes, it's doing well, doing really well. What's moved here? Is it that? Or is it that? What's that? Okay. This is Burb Camp. I don't really know what to make of this plant. It flowered. It's male. It flowered, and it had quite a big spike, and all the flowers opened, yet it did not produce a drop of pollen. I tried everything. I tried lowering the humidity, which sometimes works. In the case of Niagara, that was exactly the same. It wasn't producing pollen. I lowered the humidity and put it up on a shelf a little bit higher. Boom, it produced pollen straight away. So I tried lowering the humidity, no good. I raised the humidity until it was 100%, and it still would not release pollen, still refused. So in the end, I just thought, you know what, sod it, and I chopped the flower spike. Shame, but hey ho. I'd rather it put its strength into growing than messing around with the flower spike that's not going to produce any pollen. So we chopped it and away it went. Down here we've got a Eddie Lowioi Wisterbur. Fantastic plant. I love the contrast of the green and the bright red peristome. Contrast is amazing. So chuffed with this plant, and you wouldn't believe I nearly sold it. It's what clone is it? It's clone 1, Wisterbur clone 1, Wardziana and Lowioi. Because the first picture it put out didn't look that good. This picture, when it came out, I mean this picture is probably about a month old now. When it came out, it got some absolutely beautiful stripes, and it's darkened up over time. It's gone a bit red, but the contrast is amazing. So yes, that is a keeper, 100%. 100% keeper. Over here we've got Spec Eddie. This is looking promising. Little small little picture to put out, but that's looking really promising. That is Spectabilis Giant Cross Eddie. And then here we've got Trunk Ephipiata Edwardiana. It has got some striping right at the top. Let's get you in the light. Right at the top we've got some striping, so hopefully I'm hoping for big things on that. Leaf jump. It's just getting his head down now and starting to pick up. What's this one? This is Harryana Lowioi. Harry Lowioi has put out a small lid picture. I don't mind. Right next door to it, we've got Lowii mollis. Great looking picture. I've got high hopes for this plant. It looks like it's going to be an absolute cracker. Love the leaves as well. What else we got? This one, Sibilensis Trusmariensis peltata red phantom. I took a punt on this. I couldn't find much information on it. It is actually an EP plant, but it looks like from a long time ago. So I've took a punt on it. I think the pictures are going to be really nice, but we'll see. Time will tell. I'll keep you updated on that. Over here we've got VTIM, no, VTIH rather, cross eddy. Good looking picture. I like the pink fringe. This should be nice when it gets bigger. Lovely shiny leaves. You'll notice lots and lots of shiny leaves on most everything now. Everything is starting to feel at home, I think, by the looks of it. When we first got them in here last year, middle of summer, I had a lot of dull leaves. I had a lot of unhappy plants. They came from a lovely warm shed where the conditions were absolutely constant, to a greenhouse where it just shook them up, I think, and everything slowed down. And I had a lot of unhappy plants, I think. This is Velosa Vitii. It's B4605, I believe. So this is the unstriped version. I think it's 4605. I'll soon tell you. Oops, nearly fell over. Because this one is it should be. This is 4605. So the other one's 4606. This should be the striped one. But it put that picture out, which is clearly unstriped. But it's working on this one, which I'm hoping is going to be striped. Now these plants, last year when we moved over into the greenhouse, these plants looked absolutely terrible. Penda will attest to that. They looked shocking. Back up there. There you go. Purely and simply because, where's the other one? Where's the other one over here? Purely and simply because I had them potted in Akaduma Kanama. Akadama Kanuma. Yeah, and they were not happy. They just were not happy. I then moved them over to pure life sphagnum, and within literally a month they were all leaf jumping and putting out new leaves. And look at the difference since. We've got pictures everywhere. They haven't pictured for ages. This is another 46. Oh no, this is gold. This is the gold peristome one. So it's going to be unstriped, nice gold peristome. So yeah, I'm mucho chuffed with that. Let's just move that. I've got a cutting in the way here. Shift that. Drop that down there. Bear with. There we go. Back in. And we're back in the room. Okay. What got up here? So look. This is one of the Rocco Boschiana crosses. I think it's Rocco cross Boschiana, cross Lowioi, cross Riccioi, cross Northiana, cross Boschiana. This is one of 5 or 6 that I kept, and the variation between these is simply amazing. So that is one. This is exactly the same cross. Exactly the same, no different. Came from the same pod. And this one down here, again, exactly the same, came from the same pod. And there's another one around the other side we'll have a look at in a minute. But there you go, there's the variation. Okay, let's have a look at the truncator tray. Before we do that, actually, let's have a look at Spath Jack, shall we? Zoom out. Spath. Now, it's Maxima Jack? Oops. Yeah, Maxima Jack EP. Okay, so it starts down here. This is the main vine. This is a basal vine that it's put out. It's also got another vine here running beside the main vine. So if you concentrate on these two, because this one terminates just up here, so that's one of them, but then these two run up here, and this one is the vine that's come out the side of the main vine. So this goes up here, grabs onto this pot and terminates just about here where it's growing like a weed. The main vine, however, has continued under these pots. Where are you? There. And then it goes up here where it goes behind this pot, and then it produces another vine out of the side down there that goes up and terminates about 2 or 3 foot further up. The main vine now goes up here and then goes across, where are you? There you are. Right, across, and then it doubles back and goes up, and terminates in a female flower spike. So that vine, I would guesstimate, is probably about 12 feet long, 12 to 13 feet long. I'm pretty chuffed with that. It's a good feat. I'm also pretty chuffed with this. Fantastic! What a peristome! What a peristome! What a plant! This is Truncata. It's Truncata G Giant cross VCI Barrio M, VCI M Barrio EP. Great plant. So happy to have that in the collection. Truncata D Red Flush. Really happy. I have a striped one. Normally it's a solid red peristome. Let's see if I can find you one. Here we go. This one's lost its lid, but that is kind of what the peristome looks like normally. Is there another one here? What's this one? No, that's Panther on range. There is another one somewhere. I've seen one somewhere. Where is it? There. Okay, so that is a normal Truncator D red flush. There's another one. That is a normal peristome, and I am really chuffed to have a striped one. That is amazing. Well happy with that. The bulbophyllum wall is looking pretty good. I've got new growth coming on, quite a few now. New growth here. This is my other Rob Cantley, which has never grown as well as the other one. This one is a bit more pedantic. We've got another little lid. This one's showing signs of I'm not happy, and this is down to overwatering on my off. So I've moved it. It's in here now in the propagator bases where it's warmer, and straight away within 2 or 3 weeks it's popped out that leaf, and well, you can see the difference. It's not been watered for probably 2 or 3 weeks, it's just been left to dry out, and it's responded with a decent leaf. So that tells you everything you need to know. If they're not happy, little leaves, little pictures. That picture is half the size of the last one. I've just chopped that off, it was dead, the last one. But that picture is half the size of the last one. This is a Truncator D red flush. It may look striped, but that peristome will turn completely red in. This has only been open about a week and a half. Give it another half a week, it'll be completely red. This is Truncator red. It's actually put out a decent sized picture, considering the it's been cool. But this thing is bomb proof. It just grows. It just doesn't complain, gets on with it, does the job. I had a little shift around in here because I'd got the big clippy arters and everything were casting shade on everything that was in here, so I had to move things around, so everybody was getting at least a little bit of light. The only one that's probably not getting enough light at the moment is the trunk mollis, which is tucked away down there, and the leaves for that are here. So I'm probably gonna have to move that. When the weather gets warmer, I'll pull it out and it can go somewhere else. Rob Villosa, or Villosa Rob. First picture in my care. Quite happy with that. That is going to be a Bobby Dazzler, as they say. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Down there, that picture down there is Truncator Giant Squat. No, it's Lowii cross Truncator Squat cross Edwardiana. And you can just see, there's one of the catidids that went missing. He's died of old age. He's been going for a couple of months, that one had. You'll have to see the inside of a picture in a minute. What else we got down here? We've got, let me fish this out. This is Nebularum Roger? Yeah, Nebularum Roger Tambiucon. Jury's out on that at the moment, I think. Sorry, wrong way. We'll see what it does when it's putting out some bigger pictures. Speaking of Nebularum, she graced us with a picture. Let's zoom out. If I can, there you go. Looking good. Loving that. I do like Nebularum. And then tucked away down here, we've got, let's do a bit of zooming, a bit of zoomage. So there we've got Nebularum Eddy. Then we've got that's a normal truncated D, red flush. Then we've got Lowii Eddy, that one there in the corner, or Eddy Lowii rather. And then we've got, and that is, let me see, that is truncated giant striped cross Lowii. Sorry, I was going the wrong way. Truncated giant striped cross Lowii. It's grown really well actually. Quite impressed with that. Then we've got Echinabaluensis cross Lowii. That is Truncata Edwardsiana EP, that little one. And then we've got, what's this one? Undulatifolia Harryana. That is Vechiberb Trusmariensis. And we've got here Truncata Fip Macrophylla. Under there is, that's Trusmariensis tenuis. And this is another Vechiberb Trusmariensis. And these are Palomonensis villosa. What's this one? Oh, this one is Pulchra atten. Pulchra attenburyi. Quite a rare cross, that one. And then we've got, oh, what's going on with the oi. Right, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Turn it round. That's it. I got into difficulties then. Didn't know what I was doing. Pushing the button the wrong road. Okay, so the biggest Ephipiata. Nice shiny leaves on that. Look at that. It's an absolute stonking thing. This is. Let me zoom out. You get an idea. There you go. The size of that thing. Big old clip. And then we've got some, the smaller clips are doing well. They're to say they're in the greenhouse, putting them in this propagator base has worked wonders. As you thought, there's another one. Actually, I forgot how many clips I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one, 5, 6. 6, is that it? That's it. There's another Nebularum there. Little one. Looks lovely. And then we've got, this is Truncata Ephipiata. Now this plant has struggled like hell since I had it, and I've had it a long time. It's never been happy, but all of a sudden it just seems to have found a new lease of life, I think, and has decided to get going. So hopefully by the time the summer hits it'll be going full tilt. We've got an EP Lowii Eddy, which I'm really chuffed with. It's doing really well. And nestled in here we've got Hamata ready. That's this plant here. Right next to it, we've got Velosa Loei, or Loei Velosa, I think. Lovely toothy pictures. Then we've got Dioetus mollis. And next to it, we've got Smilodon. Dioetus cross Smilodon. So that concludes the trays, the truncator tray, we'll call it, or truncator trays, we'll call them. They're looking good. So moving over, what have we got over here? Let's have a look. Oh, it's so much better with this this gimbal that I can hold it out and I can kind of hold it over the back here. So these are some of the Wisteria plants I bought in the summer last year. They were tiny, well, they were very small, but they're doing really well. This is Smilodon edwardsiana. That one is Diabolica cross Smilodon, and that one is Diabolica cross Velosa. So they're doing really well in the shade. I had them in the light and they stopped growing. So as soon as I put them in the shade, boom, away they went. Same with Hamata, same with Smilodon. Put them all in the shade and they grew really happily. In the light, they just stopped. That one is Jamban Hariana, and over here we've got Jamban Eddy. Starting to get going. This is, I mean, that's a basil picture. It looks gorgeous, and it put out an upper picture that's a couple of videos back. You'll probably see that, but a great looking picture. And then we've got Trunk Fipiata Hariana. Looking good. Spectabilis Fipiata. Over here we've got Velosa ready. This is the plant that I nearly killed some time back, and I've grown that plant from kind of seedling size like that, tiny plant, and I damn near killed it, so by overwatering. So it went into pure sphagnum and it recovered. I got it back and now it's grown really well. Very chuffed with that. What else we got across here? This is Loei mulluensis. Such a slow growing plant. Roger Truss. It's a good looking plant as well. This is Aristolechoides trusmariensis. It's a BE plant. It's one of the few BE plants I actually kept. I do like this plant. Very nice. What else we got? Yes. So this is Ventricosa cross Ventricosa sibionensis cross Ventricosa trusmariensis. It's an EP plant. Now I'll show you the difference. This this picture is quite a young picture really. So you can see the sib in it, and you can just about see the Trusmodiensis in it, but you take note of the actual scalloping of the peristome, the way the peristome is scalloped. There's a lot of sib in this one, a lot of sib. If I show you the difference, so pop him down there like that, and pop that picture back in the pot so he's got somewhere to rest. There you go. Exactly the same plant. This is exactly the same. See if I can stand by. I'm just going to pop it down on the side so I can manoeuvre the picture. But this is exactly the same plant, and the picture's I'd say the picture's probably roughly the same size, but look at the difference. Way more truss in that, way more. And I think this is actually an upper, yeah, this is an upper picture, so it's going to stay green more than likely. But on the lower pictures, the peristome goes a gorgeous red, and it really does look amazing. I like that plant so much, I bought 4 of them, and I'm glad I did now, because that one is showing the Trusmodiensis more than the other one, and the other 2 have yet to picture yet, so we'll see how good or how bad they are. Mollis, my first BCP Mollis picture. I'm super chuffed, and weirdly it's come off the smaller of the 2 plants. The bigger plant, which is this one, I would have expected to picture first, but it chose not to. I think it is going to inflate one, but the smaller one has got the work done, which I'm pretty chuffed about. Sibianensis Meri, that is Raja peltata, by the way. That's not Sib Meri. That belongs to that plant next door. This boy here. But there is a Sib Meri picture in the making there, which is resting in that pot, and I can already tell just from the weight of it that is going to be a whopper. Hoping it's going to be something like this. If I can pick it up. This thing is fantastic, the size of this. Absolute whopper of a picture. And they get bigger. I can't wait. Can't wait. Now that picture has come off the main vine. Oops, what's going on? Turn around. I just caught the phone on a hanging picture and it decided to go a bit Looney Tunes. Yeah, that picture has come off the main vine, and it's got a big old basil at the back. So, and the basils are supposed to put out bigger pictures. That one's off the main vine as well. So, can't wait to see. So, moving along. Unfortunately, and I'm guessing there's going to be a few animal lovers amongst the crowd, so I'm not going to show any pictures. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a mouse problem in the greenhouse. I noticed a couple of pictures, a couple of plants were missing the brand new picture ends the embryos. And initially I thought, oh, I must have snapped them off. But then in hindsight, I never moved those plants. So immediately I was like, there are external forces at play. And I was sat in here yesterday, just sat evaluating the helium flora and what I've got to do today to clean up all this mess, start doing these. And one of our little furry friends literally ran across the greenhouse in front of me. So I was like, okay. So I had to deploy the traps. I know there are going to be people who say I'm a beast and whatever, but it had to be done before Mickey and Minnie started having kids, and then before you know it, I'm overrun with rodents. So subsequently, Roger Rob is currently holding one, and Alissa Petrana over the yonder there is holding another. So I'm hoping that is the end of the mouse problem. I didn't know when I wasn't going to let them get to waste, so they've been used as food. I know Roger Rob is quite a greedy plant, and will probably consume that quick sharpish. So moving on, Lechinopteris doing really well. It's actually made this brand new section here is new, a new addition, and there's a portion of this over here has expanded. Likewise, this one over here has popped out a new addition on the end there. Growing really well, really chuffed with that. This is, I grew this from seed. This is Veitchii Burb cross Ame Veitchii, and I think this is going to be, I think that's going to be quite impressive when it gets bigger. We've got tenuous is flowering again, female. The tenuous tentaculata I tried to do failed miserably. Don't ask me why. It was fresh pollen off tentac. Couldn't have been any fresher, and the timing was right, and they were all the buds were fertilized and were pollinated rather, but it just chose not to work. What can you do? So I was hoping to put Smilodon on this, so tenuous Smilodon. However, plot twist, Smilodon has turned out, come round please, there you go, Smilodon has turned out to be female. So we have a female Smilodon, which I'm quite chuffed with. Speaking of Smilodon, here she is. Say hello to my little friend. And currently working on another picture. This has been 3 years in the making. 3 years this plant has struggled in the shed because it was in suboptimal conditions. It just was not happy at all, and since being out here in the cool, in the shade, it is now loving life, along with all the hematas that were struggling in the shed. All these were really struggling in the shed. Brought out here, and look at them now. They've just, boom, they've hit the ground running. Really have. All the hematas, the growth is amazing. Just in suboptimal, just conditions they just did not like in the shed. It was too warm, and they just weren't loving life at all. Diabolica is in as much shade as possible and is growing beautifully. Yet to get a picture out of that yet, but I think very soon. We've got another Smilodon here. This one is male, confirmed male, but he's choosing not to flower yet. Azumia, I've moved Azumia from where it was up there down to here, and immediately, this plant hasn't flowered, this plant hasn't pictured in over 2 years. Immediately it's starting to inflate, that one, and amazing. Just moved it from up there, put it down here where it's cold and damp continually, and boom, we've got a flower, we've got a picture coming out. I couldn't be any happier. That has made my day. So just goes to show. There's the other Paloenensis. This one is, unfortunately, it's unstriped, but it's still a nice plant nonetheless. This is confirmed female, but look at the length of this tendril. So stand by. Ready? It goes all the way, and there's the leaf. It is, I measured it, it is 26 inches long, over 2 foot. That is amazing. And it's inflating a picture on the end as well. Fantastic. Glandulifera Rob. We have a flower spike on Glandulifera Rob. He's male. Unfortunately. The size of this whopper. Rob. This plant is fantastic. I love this plant. The pictures, the size of the pictures, amazing. It is an enormous plant. This is over 50, 60 plus centimetres now. It is an amazing plant. Over here, this is, I need to look, I think it's trunk, Lowioi trunk, what is it? Oh no, it's Vent Sib cross Lowioi trunk EP. So Vent Sib, Lowioi trunk. I've seen the pictures of an adult plant and the pictures get absolutely enormous. So, happy days. Ugly duckling. Still holding 2 really decent pictures. Magnificent. Let's have a look around here first before we do anything. You remember this, those of you that have seen it before, this is the AMA JB cross from Carnivoro. It's finally put out an upper. The jury was out initially, but the more it colours up, the better I'm liking it. I am really liking that. It is a nice picture. So I'm kind of hoping now that it pops out of basil. So I've got the best of both worlds. I'll have uppers and lowers, because I mean, look at the lowers. I mean, damn, those are some nice lowers. Lowioi trunk. Let's put out its first basil picture. Not massive, but very nice, highly striped picture nonetheless. Great peristome on it. So I am actually air layering the vine like last time. I've noticed that the vine is starting to decline a little, with the leaves getting smaller and smaller, as opposed to, I mean, the length of that as opposed to that. That may be winter, just the fact it's winter. We'll see as it gets warmer. We'll see what it decides to do. If all of a sudden it starts throwing out bigger leaves, it's not a problem. If it grows, if the air layer puts out roots, I'll chop it and just turn it into a cutting. I may try and encourage a node from down here. I see a node there, so I may try and encourage that with some kiki paste. I've seen instances where that has worked, so I may try and encourage it with a bit of kiki paste and see if I can get a node to pop out from lower on down. The cutting I did of this, was it last year or the year before? Tim Noble bought it, and he potted, well, it was potted up. I posted it to him, potted up, and it's shot off like a rocket, vining, but it's also produced a side shoot. So the only problem, he wants big pictures off it, and as I've basically said to him, it's vining. It's not going to put out massive pictures at the moment. It's going to be things kind of this size, which is the norm I've found. If they're not resting on anything, they tend to be a little bit smaller. And I said if it was mine, I'd chop it, I'd air layer it, make a cutting. You've got a side shoot that's coming out, so chances are it's going to put slightly bigger pictures out on the side shoot. It's close to the ground, so you can support the pictures on something, and it'll give them support. And as I've always found, if you've got a picture supported, it gets bigger, it grows bigger. So I think he's going to do that. Neb VMV, looking good. Can't believe this picture was tiny when it came out. It opened, and these things swell ridiculously when they grow, when they open. They more or less double in size. I couldn't believe it. This plant is growing so well. It's responded. I fed this plant. It's had Nutricoat pellets put in that picture there, which is all but dead now. I put a load of Nutricoat pellets in it, and it's responded so well. We've got two leaves producing pictures, inflating pictures. It's working on its next one. It really has responded really well. I'm very impressed with that. So what are we on? Oh, we're on an hour. We are on 1 hour. 1 hour 6 minutes to be precise. Is there anything I haven't shown you? Ah, yes. Okay, Brian. That's the Velosa, but I'm still unsure at the moment. There's the other one. And for Brian, who wants to see the helium flora. Right. I have on there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a big, there it is. Those are Cyclops. So that is Cyclops cross Cyclops. And that flower pod is swelling beautifully. So I'm hoping we will have some Cyclops seeds very soon. That would be nice. That would be very nice. These are last year's seedlings. Those are Kalina cross Cyclops. And the next ones are Huberoi cross Cyclops. And the Wallamere pines are doing really well. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm knackered. That pneumonia has left me extremely fatigued, and I get tired really quickly. Here's another vent eddy. I love that, fantastic plant. This is another one of those Rocco Bosch seed grown Rocco Bosch variants. And this is another one, same plant, same seed pod. And that is the same as the one up there. Oh, I nearly forgot to show you this. Look at this absolute beauty of a plant. Can you see it? There you go. Spathulata edwardiana. What a plant. Oh, what a picture. The upper pitches are just absolutely fantastic. It's not an eddy, obviously, it's not an eddy, but as eddy crosses go, I think Spath Eddy is right up there. It is just a fantastic Edwardiana cross. And such a vigorous plant. This thing just, it doesn't stop. I've never known a plant like it. It's unbelievable. I mean, this is on its 7th flower spike. That's its 7th flower spike, and I guarantee, give it a leaf or two and you'll put out number 8, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. It's even putting out upper pitches on the same vine, and it's already, it's even got time to put out a basil up there. You see it? There you go. So this was the main vine. While it was flowering, it put out that big basil there, this one, which is putting out lower pitches, lovely lower pitches, and it's flowered and flowered and flowered, and now it's put out a second basil up there. So it's just an amazing plant. It's the plant that just keeps on giving, and now it's working on another whopper here. Such an amazing plant. They've covered everything up here. I was hoping, above all hopes, that Vici Burb was going to flower again. But I think it's literally about every 8 leaves that it's flowered so far. So that's 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So perhaps another couple of leaves, we might get another flower spike. I do hope so. I really do hope so. But it's working on a basil as well down there. So it's just put a basil out. Right then, okay. So this has been the February/March update. I'm sorry it's took so long. I've had a bit of a mare, to be fair, as the saying goes. I came out of hospital. Oh, sorry. Spathulata burbedi. I forgot to show you this one. Fantastic. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. I'm in love with this plant. Spathulata burbidiae edwardsiana, if you need to know. Great plant. Yeah, so I came out of hospital and it took the best part of at least 8 weeks to get over it, and to start to feel normal. The pneumonia was lingering, it wouldn't go away fully, and then eventually it went. So I was happy with that. But then I had, while I was in hospital, I had numerous correspondence from the DVLA telling me that my car was untaxed. My car was untaxed because it was sat on my drive, and the MOT had run out whilst I'd been ill. Well, tell a lie, the MOT ran out before I was ill. But I wasn't using the car. I was using the wife's car. I was using my son's car. So my car wasn't being used. So the MOT lapsed. And obviously, because the MOT's run out, you can't tax the car. But the car sat on the drive, so I didn't bother taxing it. Then they sent me a letter saying, you need to tax the car or sawn the car. I didn't want to sawn the car because I was going to use it again. Flying season is going to start very soon, and I need my car to transport the planes backwards and forwards to the field. So I thought, okay, I'll get the car MOT'd and then we can tax it and everything will be happy days. Unfortunately, I took ill, and so I was unable to MOT the car, and subsequently one thing led to another, and then they sent me a fine for £80 for not taxing my car, even though my car was parked on my driveway, not on a road. It wasn't being used. I still got walloped 80 quid. So I had to mess around sorting the car MOT out. I had to replace a few components on the car, sort the MOT out, get it taxed, which I've done. And now the car has gone into limp mode because it's not happy with something I've done. So it's now sat back on the drive doing nothing. And then I had to put the kitchen right from the leak that happened whilst I was in the hospital, and the emergency plumber that came out and tore out the cabinets and trashed them and tore off the new tiles that I put on the wall and trashed those. So it's taken me about a week and a half to put those right. And then in that time, our little dog Poppy has finally gone to the big kennel in the sky, and we had to have her put to sleep because at 21 years old, life was just getting too much for her, and she was starting to show signs of she may have been suffering. So we took the really hard decision to go and have her put to sleep, and it absolutely broke us. Me, the wife, and the kids were all devastated. I mean, we've had that dog for 17 years. We've had that dog, and she was truly a part of the family. So, as you can imagine, I wasn't really in the mood for doing videos or talking to people, to be fair. So, but not wishing to bring the tone right down, I'm back, and I'm happy, I'm me, I'm doing videos. The greenhouse is starting to look fantastic, and I look forward to spring properly and some warmer temperatures, and the greenhouse is going to start taking off, and we're going to have some big old pictures, and I'm going to do a video a week for you. How about that? So I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to wish you all the very best of health, and I will talk to you pretty soon. So I'm signing out, and God bless you all. Bye now.